welcome to Stories Unwrapped, where we delve into the depths of literature that stirs our minds, awakens a sentence, and speaks to our soul. Today we will be looking into the heart-wrenching story, Beloved, by Toni Morrison. This book is placed in Ohio, 1873, post-Civil War era, where ghosts of a family's past continue to haunt them. Seriously, they're actually ghosts.
I found Setha after 18 years from the time we left Sweet Home, the slave ranch that she and our friends lived on. I found her at 124, the house of Baby Suggs. First walked in, I saw a red light, and I thought, what kind of evil you got here? I thought it was Baby Suggs, her recently deceased mother-in-law, but it wasn't.
So Paul D came to visit, and as I was telling him about my tree, house started to shake. And so Paul D, he just picked up a table and was waving it around and yelling and hollering and trying to get that ghost to leave us alone. She's gone.
That there ghost left us that night, and I was saddened because she was my only friend, she's my sister, and I've drank her blood.
We found that girl when we got back from the carnival. Mighty thirsty, so we asked her if she wanted for any water. And then we asked her what her name was. What might your name be?
Beloved.
At Sweet Home, Mr. Gardner didn't have slaves. He raised men. He let them have guns for hunting, and he let Haley, my husband, buy his mother, Baby Suggs, to freedom and sent her up north to 124. But then Mr. Gardner died, and a school teacher came, and things went downhill from there. He treated us like animals, and so we decided that it was time to escape. I had already sent my 2 boys and baby girl to 124, and it was only me and Haley left. And one day, a school teacher whipped me really bad, so I decided it was time to get out of there. But I couldn't find Haley, so I left without him, and I was pregnant at the time with my 4th child, but I managed to get to 124, giving birth to Denver on the way. And I lived there with Baby Suggs for 28 days, happily, until the white men found me.
Beloved and Mom are always together. I remember when the stories were all about me. My mom was escaping through the woods, pregnant with me. She then found a white girl, Amy Denver, who saved my life and my mom's life.
I was on my way to Boston to get some velvet when I came across this black girl who was lying in the bushes. Her sweet feet were really swollen, and so I decided to go help her. I brought her to a shed when I saw that she had oak cherry tree on her back with red trunks and white blossoms. I helped her across the river when she started giving birth to a baby. I helped deliver it, and she named it after me.
I went to town one day, and I was talking to Stampede, and he showed me a picture, and he said, "This is Setha." And I said, it couldn't be Setha. It looked like my Setha, but it couldn't be her. It had her face, but not her mouth.
But I didn't want to go back, and I definitely didn't want my children to have to live through something that horrible. I love them, and I would never want them to.
And then he told me she had done a terrible crime, and I said, no, that's not my Setha. So I went and I talked to her, and she told me everything about the kids, about the murder.
I told Paul D the truth and left him to make his decision.
Haley never showed up, so we figured that he was dead. And when the white men came, I decided that it was time we joined him. But I was only able to send 1 child off before they stopped me.
Setha. My Setha murderer. I couldn't stay no more. My heart wasn't in it. I couldn't stay.
After I got out of jail, I was able to get 2 words carved onto my dead daughter's gravestone. Dearly beloved.
Beloved knew things about my mom's earrings that no one else would know. She also had a mark across her throat where my mom had cut it.
When I realized who Beloved really was, I was so happy because my daughter, she came back to me, and now we're whole again and we don't need anyone else.
I got a job in town from a white man named Mr. Bodwin because my mom and Beloved had been spending so much time together that my mom hadn't had time to do anything else. When Mr. Bodwin came to pick me up for work, my mom thought that he was coming to take us back into slavery, and she attacked.
I've come to take her.
That concludes our episode of Stories Unwrapped. Beloved is a Pulitzer Prize-winning story that Publishers Weekly praised as being brilliantly conceived and Newsweek applauded as being brilliant. Beloved is a powerful story that reminds us of our dark past and serves as a warning not to let history repeat itself. It also strikes us at a more personal level, questioning the meaning of a simple emotion, love. Is love a feeling of affection and devotion, or is it what Setha felt as she was cutting her baby's throat? Stories Unwrapped told you the story. It's up to you to decide.
Okay, ready? Now.
Sorry, I was laughing.
Dad and Mom are always together. I remember when the stories were all about me.
Do you now? No, you don't.
Beloved.
Oh, okay. I got a job in town because my mom had been hanging out.
Yeah, you know she hangs.
I've come to take her. I've come to take her.
Sir. My mom was escaping through the woods, pregnant with me. This is why I don't
We have a question for you. We're not just.
It is for our project. Okay.
Oh, on the rubric it said that we
Oh my god.
Seriously?
Yeah.